I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
What is up out there, everyone? Just a random stream, really. Yeah, I said I might be back for another stream. I think I said like a half hour. It took a little bit. I don't know, man. Just kind of random, to be honest. I don't know if anybody's going to show up or will show back up. It's kind of late. Like 1:30 in the morning. So, yeah, not really much going on for me. I'm heading back to work on Friday, so there's not going to be streams like this as often. Actually, the streams are probably going to be limited right now. Since I pretty much spent all summer, like late spring into summer, basically doing spring or doing live streams here in the fall too. But we got the Sentinel in the house. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, not much really up tonight. Yep. Did the review for KK's Priest. That's pretty much it. And going to be going webcam shopping tomorrow because what did I do with it? Is this it? Because this webcam right here absolutely sucks. Like, it takes good videos, but it like lags. You know, it's just not a good webcam. So I'm either going to get a webcam or I'm going to get an HD camera to start doing videos. And I want to get me a new laptop too. Oh, we got Ryan Arnold in the house. Didn't think he'd be up at this time. What's up, dude? I'm just pretty much bored, man. Was in another stream for a little bit, talking to another friend of mine on here. I mean, I didn't go on the stream. I was just in the comments section chatting with him. But so yeah, that's pretty much what's up. I plan on getting a new laptop here real soon. Give me a gaming laptop. It's better for streaming anyways. But we got 3 people in the house. Cool. Welcome. Boy, I just dug out all my 2021 purchases. Man, I have not bought a lot of new releases this year. I'm kind of like surprised because last year I was buying everything. Like, I don't know, I guess 2020 to me was a better year when it comes to new releases. And of course, this year it has been a little tougher financially for me, but, you know. That might be a possibility over on Twitch. Like, I'm streaming this on Twitch right now also. I don't know why my videos aren't showing up on Twitch, though. That's kind of odd. But yeah, this is also being streamed over on Twitch. So was the KK pre-stream. I don't know, that's something I've never done before, stream video games. I mean, I know Twitch is more known for streaming video games. I know a good friend of mine streams over on Twitch. Check out Gorehound83. He does some pretty good streams over on Twitch when it comes to gaming. And definitely check out his podcast over on Spotify. Not Spotify. Well, yeah, it is on Spotify. It's on Spreaker too. Gorehound and Metal Mama. Check out their podcast. I mean, right now they're not doing the podcast shows as randomly. He did a show on Sunday. It was the first show he actually did for a while. But yeah, he's got a pretty cool podcast show over there where he plays metal tunes. I don't think I do. I'm gonna have to look into. I'm gonna have to look and see how you do that. Like me, I'm completely new to Twitch, so it's definitely a learning process. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I was looking at my 2004 or 2021 purchases. Holy crap! I have not bought a lot at all this year when it comes to 2021 as far as new releases. Like, I'll show you what I got. I mean, I showed a few of these already. Like, I bought the new Rob Zombie. I did buy that. I know some people are going to be like, Rob Zombie? Why Rob Zombie? Got the new Alice Cooper, too. Detroit Stories. I need to re-listen to this. I've only listened to this like maybe 2 times since I got it. That's pretty bad. But yeah, I got the new Alice Cooper pretty much back when it came out. Oh yeah, I got this too. Michael Schenker's Immortal, which is a good album. Yeah, I'll let you in because, like I said, this is just a random stream, dude. Got this one too, Kill Grid by Enforced, which I did do an album review for this earlier in the year. Just gonna bang through these CDs quick. This one's good, man. Carithon Goal, or Sarithon Goal, however you pronounce it. Half Past Human, the EP. Don't gotta talk about it. Iron Maiden Senjutsu. I've already showed that like a zillion times. It feels like. New Flotsam and Jetstam. Holy crap. Oh, excuse me. Axel Rudy Pell, Diamonds Unlocked 2. Which anybody that knows me knows I'm a pretty big Axel Rudy Pell fan. I got the new Halloween, obviously. I mean, I pretty much bought the main ones for 2020. Fear Factory, Aggression Continuum. I know some metalheads are going to be like, Fear Factory? Why Fear Factory? Hey, man, a couple of these bands I actually like. So. Oh, crap. Beautiful Disaster by Haunt. Or Beautiful Distraction. I don't know why I keep calling it Beautiful Disaster. Another great album. This one's really freaking good, man. Vulture, Dealing Death. Trying to. Don't worry, the lighting's gonna get better on here. Did a review for this earlier in the year. Fuck, man. I don't know why I can't read the title of it. Oh, Violence Unimagined, Cannibal Corpse. And the two I bought today, just showed this earlier when I reviewed the new KK's Priest, Sermon of the Sinner, and Just bought this. Yes, I bought this also. Resurrection Day by Rage, which I just showed. That is all I have bought so far when it comes to new releases in 2021. Excuse me. Everything else I've bought this year, it's been like reissues, stuff to fill gaps in my collection, and that's pretty much it. I have not bought a lot of new releases. Like, there's stuff I want to get yet, don't get me wrong, which, But yeah, financially, it hasn't exactly been the best year for me. But I'm trying to get out of that debt right now. All right, so got like damaged ink on here. Ryan. All right, sent you a link, Ryan, if you want to come on. Necrotic Nick, what's going on, man? How's it going, dude? I can send you a link too if you want to come on. I'm just doing this random stream really for the hell of it. I'm kind of just up and bored. Go back to work on Friday, so not going to be many more live streams like this. All right, yeah, I'll let you on. All right, so. But yeah, I was like looking through my CDs and I'm like, man, I only bought 14 new releases for 2021. And last year I was buying everything. I guess there was just a lot more that interested or, had my interest in 2020 when it comes to new releases. But so the links are out there for Ryan and Necrotic Nick. Oh, on at the same time. All right, cool. Let you both in here.
Dude. What's up? Oh, Nick. Oh, what's up, Nick?
Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh, not much, dude. Just figured I'd do a random stream.
Sometimes they're the best ones. I did one the other night that was just supposed to be just reviewing the live show, and then I was like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I want to stay up and talk.
Right.
Yeah, it was just good to go shows again.
Yep.
What's up, dudes?
What's up, man?
Not much. Just chilling.
So how was the Black Dahlia concert the other night? I saw it posted on Facebook.
Oh, dude, it was solid. All right, there were a couple of things that kind of shocked me. Undeath was fucking fantastic. Those guys just have a great old school death metal sound. Frontman even did the Frank chop from Suffocation because they're from New York. So little love there.
Right, that's cool.
Devin Swank from Sanguis Sigabog came on and did backup vocals for a second.
Nice.
Yeah. Then Rivers of Nile had a really good set, but there were people booing them, which was kind of disappointing. I guess that new album's been kind of divisive. People wanted, Where the L's Know My Name Part 2, and they didn't get it. They got a very different album, and some people are really embracing it. Others are not.
One of them kind of albums.
I like it. It's different. I like Where the L's Know My Name a bit better. But
I didn't listen to it.
it's a great album. It's progressive death metal, and they got away with using a saxophone, and it worked.
Hey, sometimes weird instruments do work.
It does. It's really well written, very hook laden, lots of atmosphere. Really, just a great album. This new one's different. It's more on the prog side, a little bit of industrial stuff. Not a lot of death metal anymore. Huh. But their fans are like, whatever. Yeah, that's actually, I ran into someone at the show that knew me from the channel and said, "Hey, I actually agree with you on your review," because I still gave it like a good score. I think it's a really good album. It's just different, and there's got to be like some time for me to kind of let it grow on me because it's that different. But at the same time,
I'll have to check them out.
It's interesting. It's a good album. It's very dark, very like emotionally dark. I think it was definitely written like during the pandemic, a lot of isolation, probably just a lot of file sharing. They probably didn't get a chance to get together very much, and that would bum you out. But
that's very true. Yeah. I mean,
I pretty much just said there should have been like an intermediate step, like something a little bit more to ease you in instead of like this jarring shift. But Carnifex was good. I'm not like the biggest fan of them on CD, but they do put on a good live show. After the Burial was solid, just some fun genty stuff. And Black Dahlia Murder whooped ass, minus Trevor had some issues with the monitor. Apparently he could only hear himself in the monitor, and he was like, "Help me out, please. Come on." He kept looking at him like, just help me out, man. I'm struggling up here. They finally got it right, and he was, he gave the sound guy the big thank you, big heart sign, love you. But they had a lot of fun. I mean, they played a lot of new stuff, which, I mean, if you got Brennan Ellis, let him play his leads, because Jesus Christ, he's like insanely fucking good. That dude is he's the best guitarist they've had in the band, and they've had a lot of good guitarists come through there.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
The first time I heard Black Dahlia Murder, Ryan Knight just joined the band.
Ryan Knight was great too.
I was completely blown away by Necropolis. By the way, did they play any DeFloret songs on that?
They did not. Actually, no, they didn't. They didn't even play Necropolis.
Man, that's
my
favorite album from them.
They hit up Nocturnal. Of course, they played What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse, and they closed the show with fuck. Why can't I think of the damn name of the song? It's what they almost always close it. They did play Statutory Ape because you have to, and they had the guy come out in the ape costume and throw bananas at the crowd. In terms of the old stuff, they didn't touch on much of it. I think they played Go to Departure, and Funeral Thirst. They did play Funeral Thirst from the first album, but it was mostly stuff off of Verminous and Nightbringer, which, I mean, I like those albums too. So, I mean, it was a solid set. I got to hear a lot of cool shit, and
freaking Nightbringer. Nightbringer is a really good album, I think.
Yo, dude, honestly, I think that one, they kind of wrote a little bit different of an album, which was kind of cool, because you get some stuff that's like classic heavy metal, and I think that was Brandon Ellis's input, like the title track. The title track is this kind of D-beat rager, and it's just riffy as fuck.
Right. I always like their album covers, too. Like, their album covers are very, very King Diamond-like.
A little bit, and they got a thing with the color schemes too. Like, ever since Nocturnal, I was like, well, this one's going to be the purple one. This one's going to be the red one.
Right.
This one's the green one.
Yeah, and the floor, it just changes something, and then you got Ritual being the green one. The thing that after that, there might have...
They didn't play anything up. No, they did play Stirring Seas of Salted Blood.
Right.
But
Children of Bodom was like that early on too. Like, their first 4 albums had different covers, or different colors for the covers.
Yeah, dude, I love those early Bodom albums, man. Fucking Hatebreeder fucking whoops ass still.
That was the very first album I ever heard from them.
Mine was, I think it was Hate Crew Death Roll, because I heard Needle 24/7 on a Century Media sampler. I was like, that song fucking whoops ass.
And this would have been way back.
The first time I
Good.
think I heard Bodum was Living Deadbeat from Are You Dead Yet? Because that was during, I think, the whole MySpace thing, and I think it was during a Facebook thing or something, and I ended up matching with Children of Bodom. I heard one of their songs, and Living Deadbeat was one of them. I think the first Children of Bodom album I ended up getting was and I recently re-got it, Relentless Reckless Forever.
That's a later one.
Yeah, it's a little later.
I started kind of having a falling out with them after Blood Drunk. Blood Drunk wasn't that good of an album.
That was a pretty bad album.
I mean,
but now,
yeah,
good.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, Are You Dead Yet was all right. It just, unfortunately, most of the songs just sound like songs for Alexi to write badass solos over, which, you know, he's good at that.
The solos
on
what's
a great guitar player.
Were freaking, holy shit, freaking awesome.
I mean, honestly, that was the one consistent across the board. Is his solos were generally really fucking good. Sometimes the music sucked. I didn't pick up the last one. I don't know. I might, just because it would kind of complete the whole run, but I didn't hear anything on Hex.
The Bottom After Midnight one?
No, the Hex one. No, I got the Bottom After Midnight EP.
Yeah, about the same here.
I gotta get that. I do like that EP.
Dude, the dissection cover is fucking really good.
It's weird. That's probably my favorite, actually, on the EP. Not saying the two new tracks are bad, but I really love that dissection cover. I think it's amazing the way it was done.
Yeah, I mean, no, that was a very traditional cover, and he didn't try to bottom it up. You know, he didn't try to make it his sound. He really just it's like, no, this is a song I love. I want to do this fucking straight up,
right?
And nail it.
But now, the first time I heard Children of Bodom was in 2000. Way back in 2000, yeah. I used to get Metal Maniac magazine all the time, and they had an article in there about Children of Bodom at the time. And at the time, they only had Something Wild and Hatebreeder out. So I went to Camelot Music, back when Camelot Music used to be around, and I bought Hatebreeder. Remember the first time I bought that, I just listened to it over and over because I thought it was so good.
That's one of their heaviest too. I mean, that one had more blast beats. It's Silent Night, Bodom Night. That's up there with my favorite fucking Children of Bodom jams.
It's kind of weird. I feel like if this EP would have been a full length album, if Alexi would have lived, I really think they were going back in that direction.
It sounded like that. I mean, it sounded like those songs were definitely heavier. I would have been curious to hear, because maybe those songs weren't completely fleshed out yet. So they just pretty much just took the tracks they had and mastered them since Alexi died. But I'm curious. I'm curious what would have happened there, and and see him maybe get a second win, because Children of Bodom kind of had a rough go, and unfortunately, a lot of it was due to Alexi.
That's very true.
The last time I would have seen him, it was supposed to be Children of Bodom, Amon Amarth, Huntress, and Battlecross. And it was at Peabody's in Cleveland. And it ended up being Amon Amarth headlining, because Alexi was drunk and fell out of the bus and broke his hand.
Oh, shit.
And this isn't like the first time shit like that had happened. He unfortunately, that's another thing that he was known for, was being a notorious drinker. Like, he would get destructive.
Right.
And yeah, he would kind of hurt the band that way. He was like, hey, we were trying to go in there and earn some money, but if we're not playing, you kind of fucked us.
Right. Well, near the end there, he just wasn't looking good. He was real thin, real pale looking.
He looked rough.
Yeah.
He's younger. Well, he was younger than me. And I mean, I don't look great, but I mean, he looked like when I saw the pictures, and videos for the unboxings and stuff for Hex, I was like, man, he looks rough.
Yeah, I don't even think he was 40 yet.
I think he was 41. 41.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was 41.
Yeah, I was like, man.
Yeah. Because I'm 42, so yeah. He was younger than too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what could happen. I mean, it was cool to actually still see that show. Got to briefly meet Jill Janis too. Another one, rest in peace. She died.
That's another tragic loss too. I was pretty devastated when that happened.
She was super cool, and she had so much fucking charisma on stage. Like she was there to fucking own the moment.
Well, kind of sucks because I went to Mayhem Fest back in 2013 in Scranton, PA, and well, when we arrived, we kind of arrived a little late, and Huntress was already playing on stage, and we missed him performing. We could just hear him from outside. And I'm just like, oh, damn.
That's why
that's kind of a bummer too.
I'm rigorous about getting there, like just like right at doors at least, because I'll stand outside. I don't give a shit. But hell, I mean, honestly, that's a good way to fucking meet some fellow metalheads and bullshit. Like, hell, we got there early for fucking Deicide, and we got to watch a bunch of death metal fans play hacky sack. That was entertaining. And it's Michigan, so they're all smoking weed out in the fucking middle of the street because they can, because it's fucking all legal there. So I mean, yeah, it was just a fun party. But I don't want to miss any of the bands, and that's the thing. Like, I made sure I got to Cleveland early, and I fucking had to beat feet because like the last 20 miles I had to piss so fucking bad. Dude, I was like one cough or one sneeze away from fucking pissing my pants. Like it was bad. But I made sure I got there right around doors. As soon as I got in there, I had time to look at the merch, do the fucking pat down and all that shit, and get in there. They already got shit set up for Undeath. I was like, sweet. I didn't miss this band because that was a band I wanted to see.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm there. If I'm paying $40 for a fucking ticket, I mean, it was like cheaper than that, but service charges, fuckers. Yeah, I want to see the whole show.
Right. But no, as far as Huntress goes, I really enjoyed that band too. I thought their music was freaking killer.
Yeah,
like they had that old school like Merciful Fate, classic heavy metal sound. Yeah,
she wore the cape and everything.
And Jill Janis had this cool like witch look to her, which I think she actually was weak, or I think she actually was a witch or something.
She was a lot of things. She did a lot of interesting stuff. Unfortunately, the depression was pretty horrible and like medical conditions and such. But yeah, she was also like she was a playmate. She was a topless DJ. She did a lot of party stuff, but like she really loved metal, and that was her big thing. And the guitarist, her lead guitarist, that was her husband, and she got to do like a husband-wife project. I got both of their albums. I was thinking about doing like a retro review for them sometime because like she was just enigmatic on stage, and she had an insane range. Like
that's true. Yeah, very
shriek like a banshee, and then hit those ridiculous, I mean, almost King Diamond-ish notes, but King Diamond and I, not the biggest fan of his vocals, the high vocals at least, because often he sounds like he's out of key, which he might be.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste.
It is. But see, I like the music for Merciful Fate. I think the music is fucking brilliant.
I mean, I have everything they own, or I mean, I have everything they made. I mean, I have all the King Diamonds too. So,
dude, I 1 year I fucking like because Joe Shred is a giant Merciful Fate fan. I got him a fucking really nice pressing of Melissa, and he about fucking shit himself.
Oh, that's one I would definitely like to get on vinyl. I have a couple of them on vinyl. Which ones do I got? Dead Again, or no, not Dead Again. I just bought these earlier in the year. Oh, I got 9 on vinyl and Into the Unknown. Those are the two I have on vinyl. Or I might have bought those in 2020. I mean, I know I bought them not too long ago.
Yeah, it's just, for me, it's, I don't know, look, the vocals just are too off-putting for me, but again, I like the music. Because eventually, I don't know, I might cave in and just get some, but I don't know, like, I'm trying to, because you were bringing up patching up holes in your collection and 2021 stuff, and I've been doing the same. In fact, this will be not the collection update premiering tomorrow, but the next one, patched up some holes in the old Priest.
Oh, Judas Priest, there you go.
Yep.
The only one...
And
the only Judas Priest album I don't have. I used to have it. I used to have it. I did actually buy it when it came out back in 2001, but I got rid of it. And that's Demolition. That's the only one I don't have.
Yeah, I don't have that one either. I don't want it. I've heard it. I've heard it, and that's why I don't want it. It's awful.
It's so bad.
I don't own Turbo either.
I do have Turbo. Yeah, I got all the other ones except for Demolition.
I don't have Rock and Rolla. That's one I'm also missing is Rock and Rolla.
And I was looking on eBay too for a copy of Demolition. I couldn't believe the prices people are charging for it now. It's like, okay, this album sucks, but you're charging like between $30 and $60 for a copy of this.
Dude, I mean, sometimes it's about the rarity of the fucking print, though. I was talking to
true.
My buddy who runs a record store I usually get all my shit at, and he got in vinyl pressings of Virtual 11. Is it 11 or 9? I don't know. I don't like that album. But yeah, I was like, oh man, that is like, dude, you'd be surprised how much this goes for. He showed me like the price it was going for an original print on vinyl. It was like $300. I was like, who would pay $300 for that album besides a ridiculous fan?
I didn't even think they were still printing vinyls in 1998 when that came out.
Well, see, now that's the thing too. If they weren't, that means that was probably a limited run. So
that could be too.
If you had, like, say they only printed like 1,000 or something like that, or I mean, I figure 1,000 would still be kind of baseline, but they might have printed less than that. You have, 1 out of 1,000,
right?
So yeah, sometimes it's just the fucking rarity,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Virtual 11 I did buy back in 2000 back in 1998 when it first came out, only because I was curious what Iron Maiden sounded like because I skipped over the X Factor at the time. In fact, I didn't hear the X Factor till after I bought Virtual 11. And
the X Factor at least had like potential, but Blaze Bayley sounded like a deaf guy covering Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah, I agree. It just
there's songs in there that could have been great, like Fortunes of War. I think with different vocals and better production.
Yeah, there's definitely tracks on there that could have worked if it had better production and better vocals too. Like you said,
outside of the Klansman, which I'm still not the biggest fan of that song on Virtual whatever the fuck it is. If that's the strongest track, it's still not very good. That album was just a big misfire. Luckily, Brave New World whooped ass.
Right. Yeah, that was a good comeback at the time.
Yeah, but so how did what did you think of KK's Priest?
Well, being somebody that loves traditional heavy metal and Judas Priest, I liked it. I mean, I gave it a pretty good review. I gave it like a 9 out of 10, which is probably too high for a lot of people, but I really actually enjoyed it.
It's another one I think that's divisive too. And I love Firepower, and there were people like, this is better than Firepower. It's like, you shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I'd go that far.
I got a guy in the comments.
Good.
There's a guy in the comments. I don't know if he's in there right now. If he is, he'll get some nice trolley responses from me that I left there. But yeah, this dude is just chewing us out. And Shred gave it 3. I think that was fair. I gave it 2.5 just because front half, front part, like the first. Well, all right, skipping the intro, first 2 tracks, pretty solid.
Right.
Then the middle got kind of extra cheesy, and then it closed with 2 legit bangers, like 2 really solid songs. Actually,
the last 2 tracks were amazing.
Actually, I would say the last 3 because I thought, granted, the lyrics are
Yeah, the lyrics aren't good on it. I do agree with that.
Ripper's not much of a wordsmith, but it pisses me off because every now and then he was like the song "Cathedral Spires" on Jugulator.
Yeah, that's a perfect lyrics,
song. And it's a great song too.
Right.
But yeah, he just the Brothers of the Road song had me fucking cringing so hard.
Yeah, the lyrics pretty.
But I mean, the riff works solid. I like the production, except for the production on Ripper's vocals, because the rest of it sounded organic, like that, kind of classic, like maybe like 80s Priest sound, like like late 80s.
Yeah.
But his vocals were so processed, like there were so many effects on it. I was like, man, everyone else is kind of going like back to the not quite analog but close sound, and you're screaming for cyborgs.
I probably should have paid more attention to that. I wasn't actually really paying attention to the vocal. I mean, I was paying attention to the vocals, but not like thinking, are they processed? You know what I mean? If they're processed.
It was just something I noticed, and like that's generally like vocals. If it's all right, if there's sung vocals, that's where I try to pay more attention to them, just because you're hearing everything clearly. They're being sung. They're generally more out front. Like if that's death metal vocals, if they got a good growl, like sure, I don't give a shit what he's saying. It's probably something about zombies or some horse shit. I don't care. He's delivering it with a good cadence and a good delivery. When it's clear and you can understand the lyrics are good. That really accentuates that.
That's true. Yep.
If they're not, then you're like, oh boy. But
that's very true. The lyrics are definitely a downfall on that KK's Priest. I mean, I can admit that.
But
it's kind of weird.
KK's a solid guitarist. I think.
Right.
Because Joe and I were talking about it, and I mean, he's a giant Priest fan, and I'm a pretty big Priest fan myself. But I mean, you could always tell on the old Priest albums when it was Glenn and when it was KK. KK's solos are a little bit more raw, a little bit more shreddy.
They are
still kind of doing that, and they were kind of indistinct, except for a few like solos on there. They're like, okay, he peppered in some more melodies and kind of just got away from the like he's just going mile a minute. Occasionally, it sounds like he was missing strings, but it's still it was high energy, and that was
right.
Cool. But I think the strengths of it were the riffs and the harmonies he would come up with. Like
I was just going to say the harmonies were good.
But
like
the leads,
yeah.
If he had someone to trade off with, like, because you kind of need like, I think he needs someone to play off of in terms of like, all right, it's your turn. I want to play off of that and come with a cool run myself.
That's very true because Glenn Tipton was more of a melodic guitar soloist compared to KK, and you can definitely tell on the KK's Priest what's the the melodic guitar solos are kind of missing. I should have brought that up too in my review. But I did notice.
Oh, go ahead.
The thing I did notice though, like the harmonies remind me more of like old Iron Maiden.
I got that too. Actually, shit, what one was it? Was it Raise the opening to Raise Your Fists or did he hit the button? Did we lose him?
I don't know if we lost him. I don't know. What's up?
Well, I mean, if he still has the link, he can still jump back right in the... Nope, no, he left. He just said so.
All right. That's cool. Understandable.
But yeah, I think it was Raise Your Fist, like the opening harmonies screamed Maiden, like big time. And honestly, like the last track, the Return of the Sentinel, dude, gave me like just the way the song flowed, minus that long-winded ending, which they could have trimmed down. Honestly, I would have loved it if they just rode that main riff into the fucking sunset and just fucking stuck with it, because that main riff fucking kills.
It's really good.
Thin Lizzy's Emerald, like rock that riff out.
Yes. One of my favorite Thin Lizzy tunes too.
One of the best classic rock songs ever.
Oh my god. why that track's not a hit. I don't understand, but anyway.
I mean, I don't know. Thin Lizzy, there was a lot of like what could have been with that band. I mean,
Exactly.
mostly they were pioneering, and there's that saying, don't be first. Like
Right.
because generally it's the next one to kind of take what you laid down and like, well, we can just improve this. Oh, hey, we're on the radio. We're more successful than them.
Well, Thin Lizzy really, Thin Lizzy had some really good guitar work too back then.
Phil Lynott was like very particular. He wanted a legit like twin guitar attack.
Right.
So, he had
it definitely delivered.
Oh yeah, dude! Like, God, those harmonies on those albums are just pretty as shit.
Right.
That's great stuff. I own a lot of.
I know me too as a guitar player, and when I'm recording my music, I use a lot of guitar harmonies. I'm like really into guitar harmonies.
Dude, harmonies are great. Like, I mean, this is cool. I've always loved like the dynamic, like hearing that lead melody first and then have it come, in with a harmony. It's like, yes, it just got bigger and more fucking epic.
Exactly. I just love it, man.
Yeah. Did it get New Ministry though? Honestly, legit surprised that this didn't suck, because the last one was horrible. The New Ministry.
I haven't got to check out your recent reviews.
I was shocked, like, because the last 3 Ministry albums have fucking sucked. They've been terrible. But
the last one was the worst, I think.
God, that was a fucking hate crime. I would throw that in the same pile as like Saint Anger and Risk and fucking Morbid Angels, Aluminum Anus, or whatever the fuck that album's called.
It seemed like on that last album, Al Jorgensen was really trying to be shocking on that album, and it just did not come out good.
See, the weird thing is, like, he's always been, whenever there's a president or someone in office that he hates, he generally writes more inspired stuff. And somehow, as much as he hated Trump, he managed to write the biggest dud of his career. Essentially, it was like you were so focused on the hate, it didn't seem to inspire any fucking riffs. It didn't seem to inspire any memorable songs. Like I picked that up and was like, oh, don't suck, please don't suck, and it sucked.
I remember when I'm trying to think what track it was. Okay, I remember when the track Antifa came out. I'm like, this is freaking bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like, this is just terrible, and it just sounded like he wrote it to be shocking.
Oh yeah, and it was just, again, he's always topical. He's always going after politics. Politics has pretty much always been in Ministry, which I had to remind several people that got pissy in the comments. It was like, he's doing all this leftist stuff. Like he's literally done this stuff since like the 90s. Back in that Ministry that you liked. Like, well, shit. I was like, yeah. So don't even bother bitching about that.
I'd say it's been going on since probably what album is it?
I'd say Land of Money.
Yeah, that's true too. It's probably been going on since back then.
The one that most people cite in terms of like the samples was probably Psalm 69, because he had George Bush, like the senior Bush, on that one a lot.
Right.
And it definitely had a more political theme on a lot of songs.
Right.
But yeah,
definitely.
Then he had his whole run with W, and actually that was like the more industrial thrash era, which it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I like those albums.
Rio Grande Blood was good. House of the Mole was pretty good. Last Sucker, which was supposed to be the last album, but Al needed money. Yeah, that was good too. And he could have walked off in the sunset in a pretty decent album on that one, but nah, he had to fuck it up. He did. Relapse was not good. The best thing on that album was probably the cover of SOD. What was the song? I should know exactly what song he did. It wasn't March the SOD because that's the intro. No, it was shit. Where are you? United Forces. There we go.
Oh, United Forces. Okay.
And then what, From Beer to Eternity, which I believe is Mike Scaccia's last recorded guitars are on that album.
Yeah.
And that was a dud too. And then he did Surgical Meth Machine, which I don't think anyone fucking picked up. I picked it up because I pick up a lot of Al stuff.
I don't even remember that album.
But yeah, American, I picked it up. I listened to it. I tried to listen to it again, and I fucking turned it off. It's like, dude, you fucking got my money. God damn it. And I was hesitant about this one. That's why I was glad I found a stream and I listened to it and was like, holy shit, this sounds like the Ministry that I fell in love with. Like back in the 90s when I was a fucking kid.
Now I definitely want to check it out.
You know, like it kind of has the same sound. Like it's not as gritty as Song 69, but it has that same feel. Like he's not just doing industrial thrash anymore. It's a little bit more groove laden. The samples are like all over the place, but they kind of fit with the theme and the atmosphere again. And it just has like that 90s industrial metal feel again. It's you know, a lot of people says like, dude, this is almost like Filth Pig. I was like, yeah, I might like this one better than Filth Pig. I don't know. Filth Pig that's an okay album. But
it's all right.
Yeah, I was just kind of shocked. I was like, man, Al sat back and got inspired. He also quit doing all hard drugs in 2019, which was crack, cocaine, meth, heroin, pills. He's just down to weed, beer, and mushrooms, which, okay. And I almost wanted to crack a joke in the video that's like, well, thankfully Al quit doing hard drugs in 2019 so other people can finally do hard drugs again, because I'm pretty sure he was doing them all. How that dude has survived
that's a mystery right there. And he's in it. He's probably in his mid 60s now.
62, I think.
62.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing he's still alive.
Yeah, he's bucked some serious odds. He's done some fucking crazy fucking shit.
Right.
But you know, if he's, you know, there's rumors that this might be his last one, which, you know, hey, I can understand that. You're 62 and you've done every drug on the planet. Maybe take a break.
Yep.
But I don't know. It's Al. He probably won't. He'll probably just talk to fucking Jello and say, hey, you want to do Lard again? Because Jello is on here. He does lead vocals on one entire track, and it's awesome. Was the one that's Sabotage is Sex.
Nice.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like on here was the cover of Search and Destroy. They covered the Stooges song, and they slowed it down, and he just threw a cover on there. That was it. Wasn't particularly great, but the rest of the album was pretty damn good. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll make my year-end list, but I might make a mention as like, hey, this is probably my comeback album, because they came back from their worst fucking album ever.
Right.
So, way to go, Al.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to check it out.
I mean, it's streaming on YouTube. I mean, you can just jam that now. But yeah, looking forward to. Let's see. I mean, there's a fair amount of releases I want to cover for this week. Probably the new Trivium.
Yeah, that's coming out on Friday, I think.
Yep. I'm curious. I mean, I just saw him live, and they put on a good show. Matt Heafy, solid guitarist.
I just heard that one new song they have out. I forget what the heck it's called now.
See, I've deliberately not listened to him because I want to go in like completely fresh. I haven't really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I've missed their last two albums, I think. I think the last one I picked up was the one that David Draymond from Disturbed produced. Fuck, which one was that? It was the one with it was like a T-shaped fucking spaceship. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, I know which album you're talking about.
Vengeance Falls.
Vengeance Fall, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind In Waves. I thought Shogun was actually pretty damn good, but a lot of critics didn't like it.
I thought Shogun was pretty darn good too.
Yeah, I mean, I have their first one, Ember to Inferno. I think that's really solid.
Yep.
Ascendancy was pretty decent. Crusade was okay. There's some really good songs in there, like To the Rats. To the Rats fucking whoops ass.
I think that's probably their most thrash metal sounding album.
Yeah,
there's not too many. Yeah, there's not too
many. All cleans, I think, on that, or pretty much all cleans.
Yeah, there's not much metalcore on that album.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like they kind of just started becoming like kind of a blend. You know, there's still metalcore elements, but they also included like thrash metal and death metal, and occasionally some blackened riffs, and even like power metal, heavy metal too. I mean, I don't know. I think he just likes metal and wants to write metal songs. I mean, I'm willing to give the new one a chance. You know, I haven't really been a Trivium fan in a while, but they did have a solid show. So,
I could imagine. I mean, I only ever got to see him live once. That would have been at Ozfest 2005.
Yep, I saw him there.
Yeah, 2005.
I saw them.
They were the opening band there.
They were on the second stage. I don't know if they were one of the opening bands because I'm pretty sure I saw, because that was the year they had a lot of Swedish bands there.
Oh yeah, you know what? They probably weren't the opening band. I forget who opened that show then.
I forget. I know they were on a little bit later. Like Black Dahlia Murder was on before them. The Haunted were on before them. So was Soilwork. But yeah, they were on a little bit. They might have been on right before like As I Lay Dying, which they were kind of one of the headliners of the second stage because then they had Kill Switch and I think Rob Zombie that year.
Yeah, Rob Zombie was there. Arch Enemy.
Yep. That was the only time I ever saw Arch Enemy.
Iron Maiden. They were on the main stage.
I think they had Gus G as the other guitarist in Arch Enemy that year because once again the Amats were feuding.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Yeah.
Because I remember it was not Chris Amat. I mean, of course, I definitely recognized Michael.
Yeah, I can definitely remember it now too because I noticed too at the time. I mean, that the guitar player on stage looked different.
And I think it was Gus G.
I'm pretty sure it was Gus G. I mean, at the show, I didn't know who it was off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm almost positive it was Gus G.
Hey, metal piano music. What's up, man? You commented on one of my videos not too long ago.
Yeah, what's up, metal piano music? He's got a cool YouTube channel too.
I've been meaning to check it out. I keep trying to go through the comments and check out people that have channels that comment. But
it's freaking hard sometimes to check out, channels. I mean, because there's so much. Yeah, there's so much you want to check out.
I subscribed to like 2 more today. A buddy of mine, his comic shop, I subbed his channel, and then it was another record label that's putting out the newest one from Sulphurous, which if you like old school underground death metal, Jesus, that's some nasty stuff. And the new Hyperdontia, I just jammed a track of theirs. Disgusting. Flat out, just Incantation, Morbid Angel, riffy as hell, Tomb Mold, stuff like that.
Nice.
What else comes out? Breathing Process. I might check that one out. It's Blackened Deathcore.
Blackened Deathcore. Huh.
It's a thing, I guess. I saw them recently here in Toledo, and they put on a solid live show. I think they're from Pittsburgh. The new Creeping Death EP, I definitely want to check out. Those guys just get it in terms of like 90s like death metal and kind of groove metal. They just kind of mix that together. A little bit of hardcore. Right. Like if you like Gatecreeper and Frozen Soul,
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll probably really, really, really like them. Oh, excuse me.
Got Shadow Man 756 here. What's up, dude?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, man. We always keep it metal.
Yeah, and then $20 Spin was streaming something too. I can't remember. I think it has some weird ass name like Aegeon Billis or something like that. New band, and $20 Spin's been throwing out some killer stuff here lately.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, got some options for reviews, and working on another underrated album, going off the Blackened path for a little bit. And
I'll be back in a minute, man.
All
run in the back real quick.
So I'll wait for you to get back because I want to grab a smoke here. What's going on, Shadow Man? I can't highlight comments because it's his stream, but I see you. And hey, what's up, Metal Piano Music? I've been pretty good. Just buying music, jamming a whole bunch of stuff. Still enjoying the new ministry. It is quite a return to form. Definitely got me in my 90s feels, that high school discovery of ministry. I still remember, seeing videos for Just One Fix and Jesus Built My Hot Rod back in high school. Hey, what's up? Stupid. Sorry, there's my cat. This is my idiot cat, Rorschach. What's up, bud? How you doing? Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out, though. If you had an old hard on for 90s ministry, check out the new one. You might find some stuff you genuinely love on that.
All right, I'm back.
All right, well, so you give me a second. I'm gonna grab a quick smoke, and I will be right back.
All right, man.
Well, my cat might stay down here and entertain. What's up? All right. You hear that? I think you heard it. Yeah, he's talking shit, right? Oh, no, he's gonna split.
Oh, damn. All right. What's up, everybody in the chat room? Got the Shadow Man here still. Metal Piano Man still here. Metal Piano Music, I should say. Let's see if we can scroll up here. I'm missing some comments here. Oh yeah, now spinning TV. What's going on? If you're still here, Karen, how are you doing? Good evening again. Yes. But yes, like I said before, figured I'd do a stream. And that's pretty much it. That's what we're doing here on this early Thursday morning. And so I got this beer earlier today. Because me, I like to try different beers every once in a while. And it's called Conductor. Let's see if it'll show up here. Turn around there. It's weird doing this on StreamYard. It's called Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Strawberry Ale. And this company started in 1999, so they're fairly new. 8.0 at volume and aged in a bourbon barrel. So Yeah, it's pretty good beer. I like it, man. I like those bourbon blah. Excuse me. I like these bourbon flavored beers. They're pretty darn good. Thanks, dude. Yes. I like the album, man. Yeah, reviews are definitely going to be making a comeback. I mean, it's something that definitely needs to come back. And this right here is the next one I plan to fucking review, the new Rage. Resurrection Day, their 26th studio album, which I did show at the end of that video. I'm telling you, man, this freaking album is amazing. Let's see, we got Ryan Arnold back in the house.
What's up? I am back.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. I was just trying to think of while you and Nick were talking, and I'll see he'll be back. Well, I was just trying to think of what other albums I need to get from this year because I do got a good amount. There's some albums I definitely want to get.
Right.
But I only got like a few on my list.
There's still a bunch of stuff I want to get to. I want to get that new Dark Throne album.
Yeah, I made you jealous about that one.
The Dark Throne.
I'm happy to get it, but
Eternal Hells.
But I got on the list the new Dream Theater, the new Trivium. I got to get the other two versions of the Transatlantic album, and when it comes out, well, there's three that are going to come out. I got the new Lordy box set.
Oh my God, I got to mention that real quick before we go on. Yes, I checked it out earlier myself. Metal Piano Music, right? He did a video earlier, or he put up a video earlier. He did a cover of the song The Sentinel by Judas Priest on piano. It was freaking amazing. It was absolutely
Sentinel, that should give you that should. You hear that? He did a piano version of your name, Sentinel, if you're still in the chat.
Yeah, he's still out there. Yeah, that freaking cover was fucking good, dude.
Yeah. But I was looking at trying to add others, and I don't know if it's on CD, but if it is, that Hideous Divinity album, EP, I need to get it.
Karen. We got Charles Gaskins here. What's up, Charles Gaskins? Yeah, dude, that was fucking brilliant. I'm listening to that, dude. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, this is good. So much fucking talent.
Just trying to think of what other albums have come out. Oh, hey, I'm back, Nick.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. Y'all were talking. I was just trying to think of what other albums I need to get that came out this year.
Oh, well, here I can.
Good stuff.
I can help you out.
I mentioned wanting to get the new Dream Theater, the new Trivium, the Lordy box set with all those albums they're releasing at once. Jesus.
Oh, let's see.
The remaining versions of the new Transatlantic. I am thinking about putting the new Hideous Divinity EP on this list. All because
it's good.
Rowena Cambria cover.
Dude, they did a whole thing about fucking aliens, so I mean, they had minority respect.
That alone is worth me getting if it's even on CD.
I thought it was a decent EP, though.
I'm bummed out.
But
I've waited a whole year for the new Soilwork album to finally be on CD. I'm like, yes.
Oh, is it finally out? Oh, I'm gonna fucking order that.
It's finally out on CD. I already got it, but I have to wait till freaking Christmas to get it though.
Wait, there's a new Soilwork out?
Well, it was the EP they did earlier this year.
What's the Atlantic? I call it an album. It's a freaking album.
It's got what 16-minute track. Dude, they wrote a fucking badass fucking song on there. Like
that was cool. I've been wanting to get that too.
I love all the songs on that EP. I've just been jamming to that EP nonstop throughout this year since it came out. It's a banger.
I mean, excuse me while I hit up Amazon real quick.
Yeah, it's actually on sale.
There it is. Oh my god!
You can find it on CD. Yeah. It's like finally, it's on CD.
Shit, I'm gonna have to order that one. Because it was Ryan that showed me that last year around this time.
There it is.
Or the Soilwork album.
Yeah, when the EP came out, I'm pretty sure it was. It was around November, December.
I was wanting to like give it some listens and absolutely love it. It was fun.
Literally
I'm
just
I end up
ordered
doing a review of it.
it was. Let's see. In terms of releases this year, loving the new Aborted. The new Aborted is pure fucking fun. If you love melodic death metal, that new Absence album is it's really thrashy melodic death metal. And they got the same guy that did all the artwork and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark to do the artwork, which is fucking awesome.
Well, I just heard one of the new. I just heard one of the new Aborted songs. I forget which one it is right now. I just heard this like a couple days ago. And it's freaking good,
dude. Super tight musicianship, dude. Ken Badine, their drummer, actually contributed a lot on guitars on that too, as well as Ian Kellis. Ian Kellis, he plays in Abigail Williams, and Svenko is one of my favorite extreme metal vocalists. He can just do so much with his voice. Like he's just ridiculous and a hell of a frontman.
I'm definitely gonna look into getting that too.
Alluvial, I really dug that one. It's Wes Hawk's new project.
Have you heard that? What was it? What is her? Forgot their name, but they did a single called "Refines." It's the band with the former As I Lay Dying guitarist.
Oh no, I haven't checked that out yet. I forget. I know which one. I know the one that just left for
the Meyer. The Meyer, I think they were called. Yeah, Nick Hippa's new band.
Yeah, Nick Hippa. There it is. I haven't checked that out yet. I'd be willing to give that one a chance. You know, I for a while there I did like As I Lay Dying.
It's pretty damn good. I've heard it's pretty damn good.
Anthropophagus, underground death metal band that I think sounds fucking awesome. Asphyx new albums really solid. I love the new At the Gates. Baest, Baest, pretty much bloodbath worship, but God, they do it so well.
I've been wanting to give. I think I did back then. But I definitely want to get the new Bellacore album when it comes out, because I've been kind of on a binge with them as of late. Coherent, I think it's called.
The singles they've released sounded great. Definitely reminds me a lot of Insomnium, Dark Tranquility, stuff like that. I dig it so far. New BT Bam, love that album.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I totally forgot about the BT Bam album.
Yeah, that one.
Why did I not have that? I was trying to find it at the record store, and they didn't even have it. That freaking pissed me off.
Well, no, they were out. Like, I guess they maxed out on pre-orders and like all the vinyl, the CDs. Like, as soon as it was available for pre-order, I jumped on the CD copy. Then that took a while to get here. That didn't get here until the end of September, just because they were so back ordered.
So,
but, I mean, everyone wanted it.
What about the new Carcass? I almost actually bought that today.
Dude, buy it. If you love Carcass, buy it. Oh my dude, the song Flesh Ripping Sonic Torment Limited is
that's one. Yeah, that's one I did listen to on YouTube. I liked it. I heard a lot of people don't like this new album.
All right, they don't like. All right, and that it's kind of a thing with Carcass. So you don't get the same album twice. And exactly. I love that. You know, you're going to get hallmarks of Carcass on every album, but it's not going to be the same album. And I think there were people that wanted Surgical Steel Part 2. It was like, no, we have Surgical Steel. It's amazing. I jammed the shit out of that album.
Right.
But I wanted something different. I got something different. And it's really cool because it's a callback album. Like, it has callbacks to Heartwork, Necroticism, but also Swan Song, which
I can definitely hear. I can definitely hear.
I might think about getting it then, because I've never gotten it. I've been thinking about wanting to get maybe a hard-working Swan Song.
Yeah, I think I am.
Caring about Surgical Steel, because I'm like,
it's just different. Swan Song is just different.
Metal phase, but if I'm hearing about this, I'm like, I might get this Carcass album.
Oh, dude, get this Carcass album. It's awesome.
Yeah, Swan Song was more thrash. Well, it was their melodic thrash metal. Yeah, death and roll. Yeah.
Wasn't Heartwork there? Wasn't that their mellow death album?
Well, technically, yeah, Heartwork is a mellow death. Actually, I mean, it kind of beat At the Gates the punch in terms of like the landmark mellow death album, since that came out 2 years before Slaughter of the Soul. But everyone copied the riffs on fucking Slaughter of the Soul, and that and In Flames. But
pretty much.
Dude, Heartwork that's a desert island album for me. But yeah, this new one's fucking awesome. Like, it's a little different. Like, get ready for more groove and a little bit more melody, but the snarl is there, the bite is there. The fucking production's so goddamn good, and Bill Steer is a riff lord. I don't think anyone. Oh God!
I liked it. I definitely liked it. I mean, I thought it was really good musically, and I think the only thing I didn't care for was the album cover. I'm like, this album cover is kind of lame, but
apparently
that's just like a nitpick thing.
That was just Jeff Walker. He said, I want the least metal cover for a metal album, and he got that artist to essentially just put together a heart made out of vegetables. Because, I guess he and Bill Steer are vegan. They've been vegan for a while, which honestly, I almost want to make the joke. It's like, well, if you've been writing songs about fucking gross anatomy shit, yeah, I can see that kind of pushing more towards the vegetables.
That's true.
But if you like black and thrash, Bone Hunter, that album is fucking ridiculous. Dark Blood Reincarnation System. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I know those guys are fucking fun.
Bone Hunter. I did hear that name before.
I mean, yeah, the new Cannibal Corpse. I mean, that's
obviously.
God, what else?
Celestial the new Mastodon might come out. I just put that on the list.
Which one?
Double album.
The new Mastodon album, Hushed and Grim.
It's an hour and a half long.
Haven't been this hyped about a Mastodon album since.
The singles have been good. I like the singles.
Yeah, I listened to the back-to-back Tear Drinker. Oh, nice.
Double albums are tricky with me, though. Like, I kind of want like one disc to be a totally different vibe than the other disc. You know, that to me warrants like a double album. Like, if you have a collection of songs that felt completely different than this collection of songs, rather than just like, well, we had all these songs, and instead of releasing 2 albums, we released a double album.
Or in Lordy's case, a box set of 7 albums.
That's 7 albums too many for fucking Lordy.
That's just like, god damn.
Cerebral Rot.
Singles, especially the songs they released for their trashy version, Abracadabra, they got me a little bit hyped up for it.
I can't. I just feel like I'm, it's like the Big Lots version of Guar.
I agree.
Craven Idol, that was a good one. Ooh, Aussie band called Crypt Crawler. I thought I was gonna get like some HM2 fucking worship, and I got like amazing death worship, like spiritual healing era, and a little bit of like human. Dude, the guitar work is so goddamn good on this album. Yeah, album's called Future Usurper by Crypt Crawler.
Future Usurper. I got to check that one out.
Cryptosis was pretty good. New Dark Throne is just all riffs and no bullshit.
Yep.
I got to tell you a funny story. I can't believe I did this either. I was at the record shop earlier. Now it's Thursday, but I went to the record shop yesterday to get the new KK Priest, and I got the new Rage CD too. And oh god, I can't believe I did this. Not really paying attention to what I was doing. I picked up Dark Throne, right? I thought it was the new album.
Which one did you get?
The last album, which I already have, Old Star.
Oh, dude, Old Star's so good. Dude, hey.
It's so good you got it twice.
But no. Thank goodness I recognized it when I hopped in my car. I'm like, oh, shit. This is not the new fucking Dark Throne. So luckily, I took it back and returned it and got my money back. I'm like, I just can't believe I did that.
Dude,
I think what it was, too, I'm looking at the CDs because, it's one of those metal distros where it's one of them, like, metal distro record stores or whatever you call them.
Mhm.
Where this place gets all kinds of metal in, so I'm just looking through the CDs and I see Dark Throne and not thinking about it, and I just grab it and pick it up and thinking it's the new album, and it's like, fuck. It's a good thing I caught it, though.
Dude, get on. If you get on Discogs, you can keep track of all your shit. Like, I've had to do it because I've rebought shit before. Like, fuck, I had this. That way I can literally look up on my phone what's all in my collection that I have entered on there.
That's true, yeah.
it's saved my ass because I've had shit in my segment. I'm gonna get it. I should probably check, and then I see like, that one I already had.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in my car. The first one I opened up was the KK Priest, and then I pick up the Dark Throne CD. I'm like, oh shit, I already fucking have this one. Luckily, he gave me back my money, and the guy knows who I am too because I'm always in there. So, I just can't believe I fucking did that.
Like I said, it happens.
Yeah.
New Drawn Quartered, I thought was pretty good. Nice. New Enforced is year-end material for damn sure.
That's a great album. Kill
New
Grid.
Evil was really good.
That's another one I've been wanting to get.
New Fear Factory album. I was shocked at how good that was.
Yeah.
Like that was. Yep. It just sucks that I can't picture Fear Factory with another vocalist other than Burton.
Yeah, same. I was thinking to myself, I bought it just because I know it's the last one with Burton. It's just so bittersweet at this point because I got into them, I think, around 2012, and that this one's going to be it with Burton. I'm just like, it's not going to be Fear Factory without him.
He's the only one that's been on every album. Was on every album.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine a couple of days ago. He's from the UK, actually, and he's a huge Fear Factory fan. And he was telling me about how, I guess he was telling me Fear Factory might get, the guy from Dope to do lead vocals because I guess they're going to be touring with Static X.
And he's doing the vocals for Static X too. No, don't.
Yeah, I don't think it would work at all.
Even if he can, don't. Like, give it to someone fresh, I guess. Either that or fucking make up with Burton. Say, hey, sorry we went to court so damn much.
Yes, something's got to happen.
I'm just thinking to myself, it's like
sci-fi fucking Morbid Angel.
Yeah, it's
right.
I think this is the same situation as like Slayer. It ain't fully Slayer without Hanneman.
Lombardo is probably my favorite.
Yeah, the same, but it's not with it.
And Ben Hanneman. Lombardo.
Gary Holt did a good job, but it's like, it's not the same. It's that same, but it's just not the same. It's like,
yeah.
Frozen Soul. That was the first album we reviewed this year and has remained like near the top of my list in terms of releases. Just groove and riffs and bolt thrower worship. And, worship that band because they're awesome.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm looking at this because I just pulled out the Fear Factory album, and it's symbolic because the last song on here is End of Line.
Yep.
It's
Gatecreeper's last EP was really good. Gangastron, even though it's not very metal, I really dig that album. Ghastly, really good band from Finland. Max Cavalera and his son and Go Ahead and Die. That album surprised the fuck out of me. I don't know. Like, it sounds so fucking old school, like old school thrash, old school grindcore, old school death metal, a lot of Celtic Frost stuff. Like, it's so
I didn't hear
good.
Fuck, I got to hear that one now.
Dude, honestly, it's one of the best things that Max Cavalera has been involved with in a while. And I like, some of the later Sepultura, Soulfly albums and Cavalera Conspiracy, but I think this is even better than that.
I gotta check that out now. Being a huge Max fan.
Gojira's last one. I really like that album.
Yeah, I haven't heard that album yet.
It's really good. It's super catchy. Like people were bitching, like, well, the guitars aren't as powerful. It's like, yeah, but there's a lot of other things going on in the mix.
I heard a lot of people calling it Gojira's Black Album. I'm like,
no,
okay.
No, it's a solid album.
First single, what was it? When they're doing the astronaut thing, I forgot what it was called.
Oh, Another World.
Yeah, I just wasn't. I listened to that. And I was just like, I'm not really into this song for some odd reason. It just felt weak.
That song really grew on me. The song "Hold On," that's probably one of my new favorite Gojira songs.
Like comparing it to the other singles from Magma, it's just like, I don't know how I feel about this. It was just like,
let's see, Gasudar is another one of my favorites this year. Morbid Despotic Ritual from Russia, I believe.
Okay, that's wow.
Grave Miasma, Harakiri from the Sky, a really cool post-black metal.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
They're
good. I've heard once. They were pretty damn good.
The Last Haunt was all right.
I really don't care about Haunt. I'm just like, no.
Hellslave from the Sulphur Depths, just straight up bloodbath worship. They do it well.
The
New Hooded Menace is so fucking good.
Trying to look and see what I got on here that is safe. That's like
Inhuman Condition. Inoculation was pretty cool. Let's see. What else we got? The Lion's Daughter. Very, I don't know. It's like Blackened Sludge and like new wave horror sense. I don't know. It's really fucking catchy.
I don't know. I feel it though.
I don't know. It's strange. It kind of sounds like it should have been the score to like maybe like a Halloween movie or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, put that on here.
Liquid Tension.
I was just
really
looking through
enjoyed
and I
that.
see the new Hellstar album.
I didn't jam that one. New Memoriam. What else? Morbific. New Nervosa was really good. Nunslaughter. Nunslaughter fucking rules.
Yeah.
Actually, Chris just got a fucking interview those guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, Nunslaughter is freaking good. I do like Nunslaughter.
That album fucking whoops ass. It's just fucking fun.
Right. Yeah, they're just like straight up.
Oh yeah, the Blaze
straight
Bailey
up
album.
School brutal death metal.
I mean, it's very old school. Like it's still got that thrashy bite to it.
That's true. Kind of like scream bloody gore. So,
I am bottom at their midnight. We already got that.
The Ruins of Beverus. It's an interesting album. The new Ruin is pretty wild. What other ones here? That new Skepticism album is really growing on me, and that's the third. I'm hit or miss when it comes down to Funeral Doom, because he's like, you mopey motherfuckers.
I was thinking of doing a trilogy of some of those that the founding fathers of Funeral Doom.
Oh yeah,
them. Who else there? Thurgothn, and then who was the other one?
Esoteric.
Esoteric.
Yeah, see, I have Esoteric stuff. Esoteric's pretty good. Again, like I have to be in the mood because generally that shit is so fucking depressing. It's like, well, I can't
kill myself. I was kind of a little bit listening to the Forgotten one, and even though they've only done one album, they did a demo, but then like hearing that, I was like, hearing the Forgotten when I was prepping for it was just listening to it like, there's some funeral doom in there, like there's some moments of where it would be, but it's more of like death doom a little bit more.
Yeah, see, I can do death doom because they'll break up the pace a little bit, like give it some more up-tempo sections. But everything on Funeral Doom is a dirge.
I gotta be
started on some of them. There's only maybe a handful of them that I think I could handle, aside from maybe listening to the Founding Father ones. Ahab and
Ahab's pretty good.
Yeah,
those are the only two I can stand. I was even thinking of maybe doing Bellwitch, and I'm like, God, I'm not gonna do them. Fuck them.
Have you guys checked out Steel Bearing Hand?
No.
It's some ridiculously over the top death thrash. New album, Slay in Hell.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
It's fast, it's furious. There's even like some cool like slow down moments on there, like in terms of like just like wow, that's kind of death doomy, but it picks right back up. But I think one of the members is actually from Frozen Soul.
Ooh.
But now I'm just gonna say, like, I can't even listen to Funeral Doom.
It's like I said, you have to be in the mood for it, and if you're in the mood for it, you might need therapy.
I'm usually definitely never in the mood for it.
Tombstoner. If you guys have heard Tombstoner, that band's pretty fucking awesome.
Ooh, cool man.
All groove, all riffs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I definitely need to check out.
Tribulation, where the gloom becomes sound. One of my favorite songs that have come out this year is Hour of the Wolf.
Ooh.
I'm a sucker for like the old goth rock sounds, and they have that mixed with like melodic death metal, black metal. I don't know. It's just so goddamn catchy. Oh, drives me nuts.
See, I used to listen to a lot of that stuff in the early 2000s, that goth rock or goth metal. Like, I used to really be into Tiamat, Sentenced, what else?
Tiamat's a good one. I went as far back as like Sisters of Mercy. Like I was really big on that sound. Like Joy
there
Division.
Was Dark Seed. It's been a long time since I've listened to a lot of this. Samael.
Yeah, Samael's pretty cool. I mean, I like the industrial blend. Here you go, Vulture, Dealing Death.
That's
I do like that album. I don't know if it'll be your own, but I really like that album. It is fun. All their albums are fun. I like all their releases.
Right.
Warflurch is honestly one of the best death metal albums that come out this year. It's psychedelic. They put in psychedelic synths and trippy solos, but it's still like meat and potatoes, riffy death metal. Like mid-tempo, bang your head fucking grooves, and it's weird. I love it.
Ooh, that's definitely be good.
Yeah, I mean, even the song titles are like the second song. I think it was a lead-off single, "Stoned Ape Apocalypse." I don't even know what the fuck that means. But
Stoned Ape Apocalypse.
Stoned Ape. So it might be a reference to their famous Florida cryptid, the swamp ape, because they're from Florida, and it sounds like they're from the swamps.
Oh man, gotta check that out.
Woad, their last album, the new Wolves in the Throne Room, I think is possibly the best black metal album that came out this year.
Nice.
Wraith's Undo the Chains is an ass whooper.
Yeah, I haven't really kept up on much black metal for a while.
That's another genre where it's like real hit or miss with me.
Yeah, same here.
It has to be, I don't know.
I mean,
special.
There was a time I was really into it. I don't know. I guess over time, to me, a lot of black metal just sounds, I don't know, way too much the same.
I started venturing out with like fusions, like black and thrash or black and death metal, and that'll allow me kind of like to go back to black metal. And the black metal bands I like generally experimental. Like I love Dark Throne because that discography is, Dark Throne does whatever the fuck they want, and more power to them.
Like they're probably one of my. I mean, they're probably easily in my top 5 when it comes to favorite black metal band.
Yeah, I mean,
they might be, and most of the stuff I like from Dark Throne isn't even black metal anymore.
Dude, Old Star is one of my favorite albums of theirs. Like
that's a great one from 2019.
Simple but bone crunching fucking riffs.
Underground Resistance. Oh my god, the first time I listened to that.
Dude, Leave No Cross Unturned. That song.
Yeah, it's got almost like an old school thrash metal sound.
Dude, I love it. Like, well, they liked a lot of that trad metal stuff too, and they want to incorporate that too. And I mean, they definitely did that in the new album. Like, it's pretty damn trad. Like, the only thing black metal about are probably the vocals.
I think it's really good.
I loved it. Like, dude, we sat around the table jamming. And I was like, dude, is there a riff on here that I don't like?
Right. because musically,
listen to it. I'm getting pumped. So I need to listen to it.
Yeah, because musically, they don't really sound black metal anymore.
Yeah, because they're getting up there in age, man. They can't do that stuff anymore.
Well, Fenriz has pretty much been saying, like, I've been trying to unlearn how to play drums. Like, he doesn't want to do just, the black and blast beat over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. I mean blast beats are great, but I mean, if you've been doing them for a long time, maybe you want to slow down.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Listen to...
Unless you're like...
y'all doing the more doom metal stuff, maybe learn some Black Sabbath, some...
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with groove.
You
can be heavy and creepy and blackened and still groove.
Exactly.
And I mean, honestly, like, I even have their first album, Soulside Journey is a great underground death metal album. Like, everyone... There's a lot of people that shit on that album just because it's their death metal album. It's like, dude, it's good.
If they're out of all those early black metal albums, the only one I would think of getting is A Blaze in the Northern Sky.
Because it's perfect.
That's kind of got that black metal stuff, but it still got some of their death metal from what y'all said.
Oh, it's catchy. It's so catchy. Like, the songs are so well written on that album.
They are. Yep.
The first one, the only one I might think of getting.
Get it. Just get it.
Freaking no! I don't even want to get Under a Funeral Moon and Transylvania Dunker. Those are like.
Well, I was just gonna say that was the very first Dark Throne album I ever bought was Under a Funeral Moon. I liked it.
So sorry for
my one buddy I was with at the time, we put it in my car. He's like, "Get this out! Get this off! I don't like this." I'm like, "All right, fine."
I think the first one I got was Total Death, which is not one of the best ones. But I worked my way back.
That was my first.
I mean, Transylvanian Hunger, I wanted to like it.
I couldn't like it. As soon as
there was
I played it, I'm like, turn that shit off. I'm not listening to this crap.
There was a time I really did like that album. Then over time, I just got tired of it. I'm like,
I mean, honestly, like, even in terms of like that second wave stuff, I think there was a lot better stuff, coming out. Like, I think early Satyricon is better than that era of Dark Throne.
I do like the early. Emperor. Emperor's freaking great.
He sounds just an insanely good musician. And fucking,
he's overly talented.
That's a band I need to get all their albums. Emperor. I need to get.
I got them all. I love Emperor's probably my number one favorite black metal band.
That's one that got me into black metal in general. I got Nightside Eclipse. I heard the song the Inno Satana. It was on a Century Media sampler. I was like, what the fuck is that? That sounds evil.
Yeah, I first heard them.
Naglfar was the first black metal band I got into. It was Nagelfar. That one. The one with just 3. That one was the one that really got me into it. And then Nocturnal, and then Emperor and Agalog and all that. Those were some of my favorites. I can name off the top of my head.
Emperor was definitely one of the big ones. That's for damn sure. I don't know. It was probably the fact that there was more musicianship. It wasn't just the same tremolo strumming. And,
Right. Yeah, the first time I heard Emperor was in 1999.
Wow.
Yeah, it's when
anthems.
it's when Nine Equilibrium came out.
9 Equilibrium.
Yeah, Nine Equilibrium. Yeah, I'm pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, it's when that album came out.
The one Brody didn't
I
like.
bought it on CD. Just not really knowing much about him. I remember popping it in my car though at the time. I'm like, holy shit, is the fucking musicianship on this good?
Dude, I've been following Isan's solo career too. That dude is just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he is a very good musician.
First time I heard him was on a Devin Townsend song, Jular. And then following that up with the song he did with Jeff Loomis on the Jeff Loomis solo album. And I was immediately hooked on his vocals. And it took me a few years after to get Arctis. And I don't regret buying it.
Yeah, I own all of Emperor stuff. I even have the Wrath of the Tyrant early shit too.
Nice. Yep, I have it all too.
Yeah, that band definitely paved the way like that. Immortal.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, Immortal's another band I like a lot. I was just playing at the Heart of Winter I was playing at the Heart of Winter before I got put on quarantine, like going back and forth to work a couple weeks ago.
I mean,
such a great album.
It's fucking amazing. Well, I mean, if anyone's watching the knows our rankings, I can't commit to saying that's my number one, but it's probably my number one. I just can't see much else competing with it because that album is so goddamn glorious.
It is. It's like oh my god, I don't. It's weird. It's like the black. It's probably weird to say this. To me, that album. It's like a black metal Manowar.
That's where they started adopting that whole whatever winter something or other, like their weird theme.
Yeah, because it's really epic sounding.
Oh, dude, it's super epic. They fucking cranked every melody on there, and it's like, dude, let's get catchy, but let's stay cold though. So we'll just make it at the Heart of Winter.
Yep.
How much cold?
Such a good album.
Now, black metal, there's been some releases though. I like the Spectral Wounds, Diabolical Thirst. I thought that was really fucking good.
That was good.
For Hist, which was, I forget. Oh, he's a member of another band that he just did like a one-off, like old school kind of second wave album, but like it had like all the nature themes. Actually, none of the songs had names; they were just Roman numerals.
Right.
But
what's it?
Might have been. Oh shit! I'm just gonna look it up.
I know what you're talking about too.
Blut aus Nord.
Wait, I don't think I've heard that much black metal this year, for me at least.
Yeah, it's one of the dudes from Blut aus Nord.
Oh, nice.
But it doesn't sound like Blut aus Nord because I can't get into Blut aus Nord because they're so fucking weird. Same thing like Imperial Triumphant. I want to like those guys.
Get it easier with Deathspell Omega than Blut aus Nord. I can at least get into Deathspell knowing that some of the songs, even though they're long, they feel like they're short. Sometimes it's like burst. Okay, there's a song, and then there's another one, and then another one. Mindset of it feels like 3 to 4 minute songs. When sometimes it's like, oh, it's 11. Wow, I didn't know that.
I was gonna say, if you guys are bored with anything conventional music wise, it was one I actually. Well, if you watch the collection update tomorrow, I go on about this band, Antediluvian.
Antediluvian.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Unfortunately, Portal has fucking spawned a whole gaggle of bands that like Portal's aesthetic, the just hyper weird, dissonant, almost not musical, creepy the fuck out music.
Right.
And
I would assume Imperial Triumphant can probably fit under that.
Yeah, well, let's see. Opening track to this one is called, let's see. What is it? Obscene pornography manifests in the divine universal consciousness. Yeah, whatever that is.
That's some Inquisition type of name. Like those long ass track names that Inquisition is so known for, or even long ass titles that Inquisition is known for. It's just like,
oh yeah, no, there's what is this one? Winged ascent unto the 12 runed solar anus. Anus. The word anus.
Okay, I'm convinced they might have some.
I don't even.
Grind in them or
I got it in because I think it was thrown in there as a bonus for ordering so much from Nuclear War Now's distro.
Yeah,
because I looked at it, I was like, I didn't order this. I don't think I ordered this because this just seems weird.
That does seem weird.
Oh, it is weird. It's like an hour fucking long too.
Oh, geez, an hour long of that shit.
There's weird extra percussion. There's weird howls in the background. It's like occasionally it sounds like, you know, kind of normal, but doesn't hang on to that. One of the weirdest things I've listened to this year, and I did jam both of those fucking Portal albums. Oof. Portal is so goddamn unsettling.
I agree.
That band sound makes my skin crawl. I didn't know that was fucking possible.
Yeah, they definitely got some fucking creepy ass music.
Dude, that Hagbalbia one, the second one, just the soundscapes, like, I don't know. It literally, like, my skin started itching after listening to it. I was like, that doesn't feel right. And nothing feels right now listening to this. Like, it's designed, I think, like, literally, it's got, like, audio wavelengths that are designed to make you uncomfortable. And, yeah, like, even, you know, John, because we listened to it together, and we were just looking at each other, it was like, you all right? I don't know if I'm all right. I don't feel all right. I feel far removed from all right. Like, I'm looking around my room, my house, and it looks different to me, like, not welcoming.
I just can't see stuff like that going over good live either. It's like, what can you really do to that kind of music?
Well,
you can't really mosh to it.
The second one, Hagbalbia, is designed to be a companion piece to the one that came out before it, which is more
Avow,
yeah, which is just it's also fucked up, but it's more musical.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think the whole thing is like it's the droning like trance sort of thing. Like you just kind of get locked in and essentially hypnotized. Like, you know, think about doing like a long drive and you slowly kind of, you know, if you start to drift off a little bit, you kind of get hypnotized with seeing the lines that keep coming, or just the sound of, you know, just the drive on there, you know, that sort of frequency. You just kind of, hey, it's kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Except it's terrifying.
Pretty much.
You see them too. Which I've watched live footage with that fucking ridiculous clock-headed fucking nightmare.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, I don't get it. But I'm not supposed to get it, I guess. People love them. They can love them. I don't know how much sleep they're getting. I know I'm getting much more sleep now that I don't listen to that.
Jesus.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, part of was looking at one of those unique looking bands or something like that. They use the gimmicky look and stuff like that. I was like looking at that, I'm like, that looks pretty cool.
It's honestly like
tell me what their music and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know if I want to listen to that.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah,
it's the look.
I'm all right with it, brother. Sounds just, you know, see what I can do in the future with music or something like that. You know,
I think the look though is actually pretty effective. Like it isn't like like mushroom head, like hey, or like horror stereotypes and blood, and I got a barbed wire thingy.
They're one of those that I throw in there that kind of have that gimmicky look. They have those robes or something like that. Portal is one of those. Imperial Triumphant, Scamage, one of those that I like from the Black or the avant-garde style.
Scamage is awesome. I like those guys.
It's like,
but yeah, like Portals is more like Victorian. Like they try to make sure all the photos look like that old grainy.
Yeah,
black and
old
white
time,
photos.
like those 1800 or something beyond times, basically.
And it's like shrouds, but they're wearing suits, but they look like they were buried in them.
It's like, okay, that's pretty damn cool. Maybe some of the photos would be like, pretty cool. Music-wise, not so much.
Well, the front man, oh god, what do they call him?
Freaking
the curator. That's his name.
What the hell is going on here with this guy?
The clock thing and like the suit, but he also wears like robes. He'll have like a mask on, and then robes over that, like a veil, and then like weird tentacle things on the end of his fucking fingers because there's a lot of Lovecraftian horror to it too.
Yeah,
I mean it's effective because you have a creepy sound. You might as well look creepier and fuck too.
Exactly, pretty much.
Yeah, Jesus, looking at some of these images of what he's like. Yeah, the clock head one, and then you got something that's like, I don't know what to think. It's like some Star Wars. It's got like the one of those. I don't know how you can what it looks like or something like that. But it's got one of those cloaks and it's got something on there. It's got like these silver. It's all black, but it's got these silver beads in it and stuff. And it's got something in the middle, or it looks like a star or something. It looks like something out of Star Wars or something like that.
It's twisted. Ooh. Well, hey, actually, I gotta get ahead of this. I gotta get up.
For something that looks like that is.
Thank you for having me on, man. It's always good chatting.
Yeah, no problem. Always good chatting, man.
And check out the collection update if you want my thoughts on that antediluvian. There's also another one in there that I have some fun with called Blasphema Go to Christ.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I gotta start writing this stuff down because I easily forget a lot of this stuff.
All right, but I'll get you guys later. I'm gonna get some sleep. Good talking.
Oh, great talking, man. Yep, take care, bro. All right, it's just me and you, I guess.
Yeah, just hearing about all the Portal and just like, I will admit, his headgear are pretty damn cool. I will admit, it's like a cooler version of Papa from Ghost. Way cooler looking.
Right.
And we don't even know who he is.
Playing absolutely scary music.
And we don't know their identities. That's the good thing about it. We don't know their identities. We don't know who they are.
I mean, my goodness, dude. The first time I heard Portal, I'm like, holy fuck, is this shit dark? I'm like, holy fuck, it's giving me creeps a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's coming from somebody that has listened to, like, some depressive, suicidal black metal bands, too, like Zasper and Leviathan and Streborg.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Leviathan.
shit. Yeah.
Those guys are
Yeah,
cool.
it's like, what's the other one? Silencer. There's quite a few other ones, but it's like, man, this
Scar-Sighted is an
dark.
album I need to get at some point. That's been one that's been like, I need it in my collection. I need all versions of Scar-Sighted from Leviathan in my collection.
Dude, I gotta get that too. I don't have any Leviathan in my collection. I do like his music though.
If there was one Leviathan album that I need in my collection, it's Scar-Sighted and all their formats and stuff like that on cassette, CD, vinyl. It's like, fuck, I need to get all of them.
Right. Yeah, I definitely got to get his music too. I only have one Zasper CD.
I don't have any Zasper. I don't even have any Streborg.
I don't have no Streborg either. He's got so many fucking albums out. Jeez.
Yeah, he's the black metal.
No, he's doing like dark
version of Buckethead.
Yep. I'll be back, dude.
All right, I'll be here. Fan on me. I need fan. Oh, there we go. Whew.
All right.
I just got back to just in time. Went to get some water.
Nice. Looks like we got 4 people watching. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
All right, but yeah. But as far as black metal goes, man, it's been a while since I really listened to a lot of black metal. The only one I've listened to, like I said, as of late, was Immortal. Yeah. At the Heart of
I've
Winter
never really
album.
cared about Immortal. To me, they've just been one of those I don't really care about.
Yeah, Immortal.
But I just don't care.
It's kind of weird. I always thought of Immortal as more of a. I mean, they're black metal, but they're not like satanic black metal or. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for? To me, they're more like
Are they like Emperor?
Yeah, like the Man-O-War of black metal. They're kind of like Man-O-War.
Oh, Man-O-War, okay.
Like the only album they did that was satanic was their first album.
Yeah.
Then going into pure Holocaust, they went in a different direction pretty much. And it's still a brutal album. But yeah, they were never like the black metal that is like scary or over the top.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. Like a Gorgoroth or something like that.
Ooh, Gorgoroth.
Oh yeah, I did actually listen to them the other day for the first time in a while.
Gorgoroth?
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I haven't heard Gorgoroth in a while. I'll listen to it. Like, I don't really listen to much black metal nowadays.
Yeah, so
I don't hate black metal. It's just, I don't know. To me, I don't know.
You're just not into it anymore. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of the same. It's just like, from time to time I'll listen to it, but it's just like, I'd rather focus on the ones that I like at the moment or something like that. If there is a black metal album that I'll like, I'll go back and listen to it quite a bit.
Like, I'll still listen to Borknagar because, well, I guess it's because Borknagar has more of that progressive. Yeah, they got more of that progressive black metal type of sound. Like, they're not full on black metal. If you know what I mean. Yeah, besides that, I don't really listen to much black metal anymore. It's just mainly thrash metal, traditional heavy metal.
Outside of some of those that are not in the genres that I listen to, it's mostly I listen to just do melodic death metal, progressive death metal, and progressive metal.
Right.
Like I said, with some of the exceptions of, like, say, Trivium, Lordy, Hideous Divinity, Carcass, Chevelle, and Whitechapel, some bands that I have loved for a long time and stuff like that.
I might actually buy that album on Friday, or I might actually buy that CD on Friday. I shouldn't say album. The new Trivium, that is.
Oh, yeah.
Because I really like it. Dude, I love the new songs they put out.
Oh, my God. Just listen to it.
Especially that newest one they put out. Holy cripe. That's like fucking Master of Puppets type of writing there. Or, Justice for All type of shit. Yeah.
People say that there was a gap in between Shogun and then what would be the Sin in the Sentence, and then when the Sin in the Sentence came, it's like,
Oh,
holy
that's a great
fucking shit,
too.
they came back. And they had some great albums in between, in waves. I did like Silence in the Snow, but once I heard all the way through the Sin in the Sentence, holy fucking shit, this is a totally different band.
That's a freaking great
getting
album.
Alex Bent. Oh
yeah,
my fucking god, that guy's a beast on the kit.
Which he was the drummer for Hatred. Which Hatred
I think was he might have been in Battlecross too, wasn't he?
You know what? You're right. He was in Battlecross. Yep.
But him coming on board was like a holy fucking shit, Trivium. Do not let this guy go.
Hell no. And he's fucking been there now for, it's going to be his third album coming up.
5 years. Or
it's hard to believe.
5 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
He's basically Trivium's best drummer. And I can't complain. I'm like,
would have to agree.
This guy can fucking go.
Well, I plan on reviewing the new Trivium album when I get it. If you want to help, come in and review it.
I'm listening to it, though. I'm definitely listening to this and thinking to myself, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this. But it's one of those that I'm like, it's a contender for album of the year easily. That, the new Dream Theater, the singles I've heard from the new Dream Theater, the singles I heard from the new Lordi album, and obviously hearing the first disc of the Transatlantic album, The Absolute Universe. Those 5 are the front runners.
Yeah. As far as those 2 new Dream Theater tracks go,
you said something about Systematic Chaos.
Yeah, I kind of get that vibe from the 2 new tracks.
Like, okay, Alien was like, that was really good, but I wanted something that can assure me they are the masterpiece machine era of Dream Theater is back. And when I heard the Invisible Monster, I'm like, oh yeah, they are.
It was good. Yeah. Definitely not bad.
I was like, this is what I wanted. I wanted a follow-up from A Dramatic Turn of Events. I wanted that sound to continue. Right. But you know what else we got? Distance Over Time was good. Was really good. But
I liked it.
I wanted this for so
it kind of
long.
goes. Yeah, this one kind of goes back to more that like I said, Systematic Chaos.
The best era of Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Like,
even some of the earlier albums like Images and Words.
Yeah, they are back, and I am so happy about that.
So it should be definitely a cool album. I'll definitely be getting it. Even though I have not bought the last 2 Dream Theater albums.
You really need to get this. You really need to get Distance Over Time. It is good.
Yeah, I do plan on getting that. I did listen to it. I
comparing it to these singles and this one, Distance Over Time, yeah, it's good. You're getting kind of a small little comeback. You're like, okay, coming off of you know what.
Bro.
No, just no. The previous 2, Distance Over Time was good. Like there is hope. There is hope they can come back. But then this one is like, they're back. They are back to being what they were. Like, easily. Like, without a doubt, they are back. And I am happy that that the Dream Theater that I got into in 2011 when A Dramatic Turn of Events came out.
Right.
I was happy. They are back.
Yep.
It
definitely has that.
Yes, they are back, and I'm happy.
Yeah, it definitely has that style going on. Take that and mix it with Systematic Chaos. That's pretty much what I get. I like it, though. I think they're good.
That masterpiece here, from Metropolis Part 2 all the way through A Dramatic Turn of Events, if you put those songs in there, it fits. They're back. Sure, it's not the same lineup. You don't have Portnoy in there. But
right.
Fuck that. Go listen to LTE 3. That's a banger. That was a freaking banger of an album.
That's another one, dude, I still gotta listen to yet.
Album of a Billion Notes is... Rin said it best. The album of a billion notes.
Album of the yep. Sounds cool.
You know what you're getting with that. You got freaking the best in prog on it. Tony Levin, Mike Portnoy, Jordan Rudess, and John Petrucci. I was so sad seeing those pictures of seeing Portnoy and Petrucci. Just looking at that, I'm like, that brings a tear to my eye. That brings a tear to my eye. Like,
yeah, because well, it's true because a lot of people, or a lot of us never thought that might happen again, and it did happen. Yeah, not under Dream.
They kept saying over time that we want to do something. It's just that I'm just say thank you, pandemic, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be having LTE3.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy to reconnect it again because I mean, those two to me were like, well, to me when you really think about it,
that's
they're like brothers.
Well, you can't. There's no Me Young on it, but it's just like if this is the closest we're gonna get to the classic Dream Theater lineup, minus Me Young and Labrie.
Right.
I'm happy.
Hey,
I'm happy the bad side of Dream Theater is at least back, and that the sound of Dream Theater is back.
Right.
On this new upcoming album, A View from the Top of the World.
Yep.
I'm just happy.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm happy that this just brings a happy tear knowing that potentially the Dream Theater lineup could potentially be number one with LTE, and then you might have the Dream Theater album be number two. I would be like, there. I'm happy that.
Heck yeah, man. I agree. It's definitely cool they patch stuff up. Made an album together. I mean, it's just really cool. I mean, like when you think of Dream Theater, you think of Mike Portnoy and you think of John Petrucci.
Exactly.
Obviously.
And just to see them back together in a photo shoot with that album, I mean, seeing them being together side by side next to each other.
Right.
It brings happy tears, It's like that what Tobey Maguire or something, like when he was in Spider-Man, he was crying. It's kind of like those kind of tears of joy, like something like that kind of meme or something. Like you see that lineup, it's like,
oh, absolutely, man.
I have waited this long to see them play on an album together. I have waited too damn long.
Oh yeah, man.
2009. It was just like I waited this long to see that lineup get back together.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's like what, 11 years, 12 years?
11 years.
Yeah.
11, it's like, 12 years. We got that little taste on the John Petrucci solo album. But we got the big one in LT3 when they got back, and I was just like,
I think they'll definitely make more music together in the future.
I could definitely say it won't be as long as 22 years, though.
Right, exactly.
It'll be short. I'm hoping that we get more LTE. I'll even go and buy all of them. I'll buy all of them. I'll buy LTE. I'll buy the Self-Titled debut. I'll buy LTE2. I'll buy the Liquid Trio album. I'll buy them all.
Well, wasn't there a new Transatlantic album this year, too?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet.
I got the abridged version. I need to get the extended and need the ultimate. I got them on the list. Just need to figure out where I can find one. Find the bat.
So yeah, definitely the year of prog.
Which I'm happy about. You can't go wrong with having a lot of prog. I mean, my list is literally a good chunk of it is prog. You got BT Bam on here. You got Dream Theater on here. You got Transatlantic on here. Mastodon can kind of be prog in some cases. Chevelle can be prog in some cases. Devin Townsend, obviously.
Oh,
Bellacore in some cases can be proggy. Like they do have long songs sometimes. I think they're more in the realm of melodic death metal and stuff like that. But you can't go wrong with having a lot of prog. That's what I love. That's the kind of stuff I love. I love prog. I'm a prog guy. Can't go wrong.
Oh yeah, prog is good.
Yep. And I realized, because one of the other albums I got at the record store was Mars Volta Octahedron, and I realized a few days ago that I owe this album a lot, because if it wasn't for this album,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be listening to the prog stuff. I wouldn't be listening to praising the Book of Souls from Iron Maiden, or all those albums from Dream Theater or LTE and stuff like that. I owe it not this Mars Volta album because of that. That's at some point I might think of doing a review on this, because even though when I first got it was around 2009, and listening to it and listening to songs like Since We've Been Wrong and Teflon, but just listening to Since We've Been Wrong, I can clearly now hear some kind of a Dream Theater or stuff like that, because it kind of feels like one of those ballady type prog songs. And
right.
I loved it. And
Nice.
I realized that if it wasn't for this, like I said, I wouldn't be the person I am if it wasn't for this Mars Volta album and certain other albums that were kind of in that proggy vein. So I owe it a lot.
Yeah, Mars Volta. I had a friend. I haven't talked to the guy in quite a long time.
My friend, a high school friend, Joseph, recommended me them. And listening to them, it was like, okay, interesting. And then hearing this album, the first song, Since We've Been Wrong, and I was just like, wow, this is really, really good. Like, I love it.
Like this friend of mine, I haven't talked to him it's been quite a few years, probably 5 years since I talked to him, to be honest. But he was really into Mars Volta, and he's somebody who actually started out playing death metal music, like early on, and he got more into prog as, he progressed, got into playing more acoustic style music and using different instruments like sitar, trumpet, all that stuff. And he was really into Mars Volta, and we'd always get along because, I'm a fan of music too. And yeah, I lean towards the metal stuff, definitely. But if you want to have a conversation about music, I can have a conversation to you about music, And I think that's why we got along, because, me being the metal guy, me being into, like, the power metal, speed metal, thrash metal.
Yeah, also that. Getting into power metal and stuff like that.
Right.
If it wasn't for this stuff, for Mars as well. It's like me getting into the stuff that's more longer and stuff, like the power metal and all that. Like I said, if it wasn't for this, I realized I wouldn't be the same person I am right now.
Right, exactly.
I'd probably be totally different.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I can pretty much click with anybody when it comes to music. Like if somebody's into prog metal, prog rock, hey, we can still have a conversation.
That's me. I'm that kind of gay.
It's like Mikey. He loves AC/DC. We come on the stream. We talk about it. We talk about that style of music and have fun. But then again, I'm an AC/DC fan too. So, and that's the thing too. A lot of people don't understand, like when it pertains to metal musicians, that they're actually influenced by other stuff. Like for me,
outside of the stuff that I like the most, outside the genres, those that are really influences for me, or some of those that I have on this list or something like that. Like I was not just the proggy stuff. I was also influenced by a lot of deathcore, death metal, metalcore.
Yeah.
some thrash. You obviously know the one thrash that I don't even have to mention who the one thrash band is. Basically, I don't know how about to mention that because
Gee, what band could that be? I have no clue.
yeah, you obviously
Yeah, because it's the band that got
is.
right. Because it's the band that got my start too, early on, back in the late '80s. Yeah, we know. The
Yeah,
big band with the big letter M.
yeah, yep, pretty much.
But that's the band that
But
probably influenced most
all
of
that
us.
certain style, power metal too. I'm influenced by a lot of these. Black metal too. So, like I said,
Yep.
it's death metal. Some thrash. It's not it's not a lot of thrash. Sometimes it's not the thrash. It's bands that I would think that I love. Sorry, Slayer, you're not one of them. You just no. That's a no, big fat no.
I still love
But
Slayer.
it's just some thrash bands, even some that are more of like death thrash or something like that, did help influencing me. Like some Toxic Holocaust, some Skeleton Witch.
Great
Just
bands.
bands. Those have helped me along the way.
Yep.
But really, my influences are usually in the prog.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Opeth is one of those easily. Iron Maiden, even though they're kind of more just regular heavy metal, they do have that prog. Dream Theater, obviously. Tool, obviously.
Devin Townsend.
More or less, yes. But if I just say 5 that were big influences: Dream Theater, Arion, Coheed and Cambria, Opeth, and Tool.
Yep. Rush, Porcupine Tree.
It's small. Those are kind of small. Small in comparison to those the 5 I mentioned. But I would give them a nod. Because they influence the bands I mentioned. So, yeah.
Yep.
Really, those that are the main influences are
Right.
the 5 I mentioned. That they're the big ones.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's the thing too. I think it's very important to have, other influences too, besides the kind of music. Besides the kind of music you're actually playing, I think it's very cool to have other influences, outside of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could be influenced by classic rock, prog, classical music, blues,
Yeah.
It's all about the music at the end of the day, really.
Exactly.
Like for me, I got a million influences probably. Obviously, Metallica, yes, that was the one. That was the gateway band to make me want to actually play music. And the Scorpions, ironically. The Scorpions obviously was another band that made me want to play music. I just love their fucking melodies and the way they arrange shit. But over time, there's been others too.
Yeah.
Death metal. I mean, I was really into death metal when I was younger. With Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Death,
Yeah, same. I was
Deicide,
death metal, but yeah.
Deicide, Suffocation, Hypocrisy.
Yeah, that's the same. But then age kicked in, basically. And those kind of bands just weren't that appealing. But I realized how big of an influence they are for my growls and screams. So I give them a lot for that,
That's true.
Bands like A Cannibal Corpse, obviously. Some of those metalcore, deathcore bands, I owe them a lot. Jopper Cowboy is one of those bands. I was more into when they were in the technical death metal side. They weren't even deathcore anymore. Like they were getting out of that. And they were more in the death metal side of things.
It's kind of fucking weird, man. even back when I was younger, back when I was just a little kid or whatever, like the one band I always liked and never bitched about or complained about and stuck with, ironically, is Boston.
I'm stuck to
Like, dude,
I stuck to the first 2 albums. Never really cared about anything else.
Yeah, I'll still listen to them. Dude, I'll still listen to those albums and not get sick of them. Like, those first 2 Boston albums to me are masterpieces.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I think what it basically boils down to is we're just fans of music,
Yeah.
We like extreme shit, we like fast shit, we like aggressive shit, but also we like classic stuff, and stuff that, means something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Man.
That's very true. Yeah, it is. Oh man, that was fucking hard last year hearing that news.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen, another huge influence on me. Like I said, the first time I heard Van Halen would have been around 1984. And it's just been something that has stuck with me for years.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Van Halen, dude, to me, definitely easily the greatest lead guitar player of all time.
Yeah.
And he's definitely missed. Like nobody was doing what Eddie did before Eddie. And Eddie influenced every metal guitar player on this planet. I don't care if you're playing extreme metal, good old 80s hair metal, classic heavy metal. I don't care what you're playing. Eddie Van Halen and Tony Iommi, Tony I'll throw in there too. They're the 2 that basically influenced it all. When it comes to heavy metal. I mean, there's other people too, like Richie Blackmore. But, But like when Eddie Van Halen came out in '78, nobody was playing guitar like that. Nobody. But so yeah, man, definitely rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, definitely.
But I believe I'm going to end the stream right now because it's
Yeah, it was. I think your audio keeps trying to stay in there, but your audio kept cutting out and stuff like that. So.
Yep. But yeah, it's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours and 17 minutes. I don't intend to go 5 hours.
Yep.
Gonna cut that back too. But anyways, this will be the last stream for a while. I'm heading back to work on Friday, so.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But thanks, Ryan. Thanks to Necrotic Nick for joining in. Thanks for all you guys for joining in too. Y'all fucking rule. Keep it metal. Keep it real. Keep on keeping music alive. And I'm out for now. And here we go.